Greetings and welcome to a special episode of Ballchat Podcast. It's the Jamaica versus the United States friendly post-match reaction. Come on, we are two-thirds of the family here. Benton is away on assignment, but in the coming games, all the international games for Jamaica, we are going to start having post-match games and even having watch-alongs. And we wanted to start it initially right after the final whistle, but come on. The beat what we just get a while ago, we'd have to take a 30-minute rest. What you say?
But have to drink something. But have to drink some sugar and water with a lime.
Z.
So we have to relax our nerve a little because but I think it's a 2-1. Although 4-1 bad, but it's not that bad. I was hoping for a 2-1, something close.
You were hoping for a 2-1 Jamaica win or 2-1
No, I
America
was
win?
I was saying that the USA will would win, but 2-1. I mean, we would actually put up a fight. We never really put up a fight.
Zine. So we're here, people. Jamaica played their first international match of the calendar year 2021. We're about to enter into the Gold Cup phase and also the World Cup qualifiers. So come on, what is your initial reaction? Apart from the 4-1 beating, what is your initial reaction from the game?
You know what? After one training session, I mean, it was a little bit a game of individuals. You really didn't see the cohesiveness. You didn't see, a team. You actually saw individuals, and you saw people out there showing their individual talent. Um, some, some people were impressive. Some not so much, and maybe going on with time, Tupper will kind of find the chemistry, the gel to keep the team together. But some little players in need for either find a different position to play. We soon talk about him, a different position to play in, or just have him on the bench because it's just ridiculous. It was okay with the local players. We didn't see much of Morrison. He hasn't played in a minute, so he kind of looked rusty. Didn't get an opportunity to kind of see what Luca Levy would bring. We didn't get to see what Olness was going to bring. Has been out of the system for so long. I didn't get an opportunity to see that, but I did see that some players, that we can really have them on the bench.
Right. So, um, how did you feel before we go into dissecting the game for what it's worth? Big up to Don Frost watching right now on Flow Sports. But before we go into dissecting the game, how did you feel about the commentary? Because um, Taylor Twellman and what's his name, Champman or whatever, they kept referencing towards the politics that is going on, the wage dispute. How did that make you feel as a Jamaican watching ESPN?
It was embarrassing, especially when they said that the players were asking for Lamborghinis when the federation can only afford Corona. I felt a little weird because they were talking about my country, my footballers. Not to say that the players should not, stand up for what they believe is fair. But I really felt away because, you really don't hear a lot of countries having the issues. Yes, they have. I know Trinidad have them issues, but it is not really on the world stage like this. Millions of people hear that most of Jamaican football players not playing because they're on strike. So I felt a kind of way, but hopefully we can get it resolved.
See that. So big up to Jeremy and Levy. Jeremy and Levy saying commentary is always poor. Also, he's also saying that was funny, referencing to the players asking for a Lamborghini when they only can get a Corolla. And El
Right.
Pistolero, big up El Pistolero said, never listen to a USA game on a US channel. And big up to
But I
Don.
don't speak. But I don't speak Spanish. Normally, I watch Univision or Telemundo, but I wanted to kind of hear what they were saying in regards to some of the players. But they thought about the new players. But I don't understand Spanish, or I would gladly watch it on the Spanish channel.
You see that, so Jeremy even says some of the African countries have the same issues. Also, Don Frost is saying, despite the 4-1 loss, Jamaica has a lot of good defenders. So when the best of the best play, next time Jamaica will beat the USA. He also said, big up. And he also said, Germany is destroying Iceland right now. But Don Frost, what about Germany and them teamed up on Sunday on the main ball chat show? But right now it's all about Jamaica. And Jeremy, I cannot say that live on air. I cannot say that live on air, my boy. I can't say that, but we're going to talk about the number 9 as well. So let's look at the team. All right. So I have the lineup right now, and I apologize to Mr. Tilt for the typo I have you written on as Tile, but you are Tilt. You're coming off the bench. But come on, let's dissect the team, and I want everybody that's also watching on the show to also chime in. Who was your most impressive player today on the field wearing a Jamaican shirt?
Not because he scored a goal, but I think Low was good. Before he scored the goal, his on and off the ball movement was good. He was breaking up plays, he was making plays, making the runs. So I was impressed with him along with Palmer. Palmer kind of show you that he's willing to do the dirty work while making the pivotal runs. So Palmer and Lowe, I was impressed by them today.
So Davian Alexander is saying Jamal Lowe. Also Jermaine Levy is saying the youth that scored the goal is nice. That's Lowe. Number 11 is not bad too. And Davian Alexander is saying great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also Dan Frost is saying, I ate my boss. So Dan, who was your most impressive player? For me, it was undoubtedly Lowe. I mean, Lowe showed why he got the call up, and he showed why he's now playing his first game for Jamaica. I mean, the goal was a good goal, but apart from that, he was the only player that looked threatening. And the only threat that came from Jamaica against the US came from the left wing. Come on. How do you feel about Morris?
Morris is going to be the hill that Tapa dies on. I am all for everybody to get a fair chance, get an opportunity to move on from, low level to high level. And I see what Tapa doing, trying to get Morris the caps. But I am not impressed by Morris, and today is not the first game. That Morris did not impress me as a number 9. Yes, him star him little lead, but I'm not convinced that Morris is a true number 9 for the Jamaican national team. I really don't see it. I wasn't impressed today. I know he hasn't played in a minute, but I just was not impressed by Morris.
No, Morris got a clear chance in, I think, the 12th minute, right? 12th or 13th minute, very early in the game. One-on-one, breaking away. Granted, when you're watching football, your commentators say, please make the goalkeeper work. Stefan worked, right? But I think Stefan need to check him eyesight because I don't know why he dove for that ball. And Morris, when he collect the ball, he just did not look confident. He looked like he was tripping and falling. And sorry that he never fall on the ground, so he must swing him left leg at it. But apart from that though, what I really love from Morris is he shows a willingness to run back. And him and Gray, they were interchanging pieces. I don't know if that is what Tapa intends, but I did see a lot of interchanging between Lowe, Morris, and Gray. They were very fluid up front. Sometimes you saw Gray up front. Sometimes I saw Morris running back, chasing back Pulisic. I don't know if that was intentional, but I kind of like that.
Yeah, but don't you want your striker to score goals, though? I mean, do you want to know that when a striker gets the opportunity, that he's going to put the ball in the back of the net? That's not what that Morris. That's not what he provides, and that's the problem. It's all well and good when him run back and him defend and whatever, but then make him be a midfield. Make him be an attacking midfielder or a defensive midfielder. But a striker is supposed to score goals.
See, that. So let me go back to the chat. Morris got half a chance, which he should have done better. That's El Pistolero. Jeremy Levy said the pass to Morris was great. El Pistolero said, Junior, I call Morris on a half chance because he lacks pace to get into the box 1v1. El Pistolero, he got into the box 1v1. Whether him slow like molasses or not, it was a one-on-one with the keeper. I'm sorry. Morris get a 3 out of 10 today. That's what Davian Alexander said, giving him 3 out of 10. Jeremy and Samuel saying, big up Jeremy and Giggs, saying number 9 needs some fitness training, shooting training, defensive training, marking training. Why so like you want a football coach? And
But but the thing is this, and this is my thing, right? And I kind of see, and I said already, I understand what Topper is trying to do, is getting caps for these players. But he has not played for a hot minute. He's unfit. We talk about these things already. We talk about practice. It's not the same as game fit. And you saw that he lacked fitness today. And you're like, you're setting up this number 9, you're setting up Morris to fail. Because if he's not fit, he's not at his best. What is the purpose of bringing him just to get a cap? It makes no sense because nobody else on the outside. If you were a scout, say you give him 3 a 2.5 me a game. If you were a scout and you stand and you watch Morris play, even though him get a cap for Jamaica and he's a Jamaican international player, would you use this game today to say, all right, then let me bring this young man in for a trial or bring him to my team, sign him to a contract? No. So understand, getting the players the cap, but if they're not fit, don't take them. And he clearly was not fit today, and he did not have his best game.
and for all those, if you don't notice, we're going position by position, line by line. So we're in the attacking front right now. Don't worry, we soon reach to the back line and we soon reach to the central defensive midfielders. They are coming up. But Dan Frasser said the white Rastafarian first touch gave away a corner. He chased the ball like crazy, probably cost us that 2 goals. Dan Frasser also said Morris will play corner league. I wonder which white Rasta the one I refer to.
Luca Levy. And listen, Luca Levy has come through the system from U15, U17, U20, whatever. I don't know. Luca Levy is a good little baller. I don't know if him digress because in the Spain with Martin, right? In their Maryland, University of Maryland, a player and whatever, and people expected big things from Luca. Now, I am not knocking the Premier League. Don't get me wrong. I am not knocking Jamaica Premier League, right? But I just think that Luca Levy, him take a couple steps back. Him a play for Harborview. He's my little baller. I love Luca Levy because I think he's very creative. But he came on and I don't know what score to give him. I did not see enough from Luca to say yes. Even when we watch Harborview play West Stripe Premier League, I'm still not convinced that this is the Luca Levy that I saw when he was younger. So I don't even know. You're right. Him first couple touches were really off, and I don't know if it's like and again we are talking about lack of match fitness and lack of games. Them not play for months, on top of months. So you must expect it. And the thing is too, the game today wasn't even fast paced. So when I time my doors off, I did not miss anything. So I don't even know what to score Luca. I honestly, I don't even know.
So David Alexander is saying, let's talk about the cornerback, center back newcomers to find the core. El Pistolero said Hector was a bit poor. Lack of matches showing on Hector performance. Joel Dale said JFF need to free up the money because we not take them embarrassment here. This team was poor, no fight. Jeremy Levy saying the defender sergeant turned inside out. On the
that was Hector. That was Hector. Hector. What Ben Time said say what? The man spin one Hector like skip to Melu or something like go around him like skip to the was Hector.
No, it
right
was
Hector.
Pinnock. It was Pinnock.
Who?
Which goal? Which
Oh, the second goal.
that was Pinnock. I don't
Oh,
know.
you mean the second goal? Yes,
Yeah.
Pinnock. But the first one, them right round Hector. I said, oh yeah, the second goal. Go
So,
round Pinnock, and the number 22 was who? Tilt, I think it was. But
yeah.
somebody in the middle, I don't know.
No, all right. So we're going down the lines. And Palmer, does Palmer need to wear the number 10 for Jamaica ever again in his life?
Um, you know what? Give him a next chance. I think he. I don't know if he's number 10. I think more than number 11. But I don't know. The game, to be honest, the game today, if it was a job interview, I'd ask them to come back for a second interview.
All right. So we don't establish that Lowe was the ball of the game. Lowe and Gray played well, right? Then let's use a job interview perspective and we'll talk about the defensive midfield and the defender. So let's start with the two defensive midfielders, Mr. Isaacs and Mr. Hector. Let me tell you how I feel. All right? And Hector, I don't know if it's a stipulation for you to play for Jamaica. You have to play in a defensive midfielder, but you are not a defensive midfielder, my boss. I think you are serviceable as a centre back in CONCACAF, but defensive midfielder, you are not. You're not. Come on, let me know how you feel about that, because I think he's serviceable as a centre back. But how do?
Hey, not even a centre back. I swear to God, when I see a player like a Pulisic or a Des or even a Jose Altidore who is old, right? When I see them going at Hector, I get nervous. I don't know if I've never been comfortable with Hector as centre back. I've never been. When he gets beat, he gets beat. Hector reacts slowly. And I don't know, and if footballers can tell you this, your brain and your foot, it's so interchangeable. You have to know what you do some of my time before you even make the movement. Some of my time I think Hector is a couple steps behind the play all the time. Like today, he was so slow, he was out of position. I think in all the caps where Hector have, I think I've seen Hector play for Jamaica good one time. And I don't understand why Tapa feel like he has to be on the pitch. I don't know. Maybe I feel high. Hector is just for the corners on his height. Because he's so slow as a centre back. He's so slow as a centre defensive mid. And I don't know if we can just plant him in the middle as a midfielder, as an attacking midfielder, when him just dish out the play them. I think that's what we have to do with a Hector. Pick him legs them long enough when can dish out and pass the through ball them. But Hector is just too slow now for them young boy to run past him. I don't know. I like Hector. I think he listen to me. Hector agent must be a first class, world class agent. Cause trust me, Hector. Trust me. Me not get it. It never impressed me today. And I give Hector, I give him a 4. You know when I give him a 4? Because him always say yes to Jamaica and him play a little bit of art. So I give him a 4, what I say.
Come on. You know Hector is my baller, you know. And I remember a time Hector Salad bust. I don't remember who bust him Salad at Fulham. And the brother turned around and bust the net. And I said to myself, he should not cross the 18-yard line ever again in life. So Jeremy and Samuel saying 4. Let me tell you something. You see, Hector,
I want to give Jeremy. How much you give?
Yeah, everybody, if you're watching right now, hit the like button and just let us know. How much are you giving Michael Hector for today's performance? Because we've seen Hector play enough for Jamaica where we can say, this is Hector. Because to me, Hector's best games for Jamaica happened in the Gold Cup. I think the Gold Cup that we came second in. He played well through the Gold Cup. The Gold Cup after we played in Copa Cup. We played Copa and then a week later we'd win it. We went in the Gold Cup. That's when Hector played his best for Jamaica. I think that's an outlier, right? Now, Hector right now, I give him today. I give him 2.5 out of 10 because I'm not gonna beat him for the defense, for the defensive part. What I am beating Hector for today is releasing the pressure. Come and see Hector make some pass out of the midfield when the defender then finally got the ball back from the US. And it's like Hector was trying to find the American defenders them. Like he say, yo, take the ball, yes, see that. Every touching touch. I
Hey,
mean,
hey, hey, Kerry James again, Hector Ted. You know, if we could him never Hector payroll. It must be Hector manager. But you're right. It's like people say Hector can't pass or control. We must leave him at home or give him hacker roll of locker room. So if we're gonna give him hacker roll, might as well we carry hacker because trust me, nobody really not run past a fit hacker like that.
hold on, hold on,
Hacker
hold
but
on.
somebody's salad.
Come on,
So
hold on.
I don't know.
Before
You know, it 5 out of who get extra 5 out of 10. Jeremy Livia go
no,
on bad.
no,
Who
no,
get one?
no, point 5 out of 10.
Oh my God, that wicked.
Yo,
Sister, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, he's generally a good guy from his interviews or whatever, but I think we have to find a place to put Hector because the defensive thing is too slow. In thought process slow, in body reaction is too slow to be a defender. Once you beat Hector, you're through on goal. So I don't agree with him being with centre back.
but
Somebody have to cover him at all times.
all right, but hear this though. Hear this. Dan Frost is saying Hector is too slow for a CDM. We need shorter, more speedier, and physical CDMs. OG Black said, "Lady, I lie you a tell. Hector never play good for Jamaica yet." OG Black said, "Digicel must set up one of them stall in a halfway tree and sell some goods." Dan Frost said,
no, Hector had a good Hector have one good game. You know, remember so Hector have a good game. Because after Hector have the good game, my WhatsApp was alive. So people was like, shit, you see Hector game, you see Hector game. So he had a good game. Hector is not all that bad. Come on now. Chelsea by him go Sheffield, as the same agent, but still. Him there Fulham. I mean, I just don't think the position, and maybe you guys can figure out because you've seen him play. What is the best position do you think Hector would thrive at or thrive in?
Honestly,
I think it's an attacking mid. I just think we can use a slow player as attacking mid, but one that, well, you know what, him slow in thought, so we never.
Hold on. Come on. For everybody that is the first time watching Ballchat podcast, we are live every Sunday for Ballchat, and we are a serious football show. So sometimes we run joke. Come on is running a joke a while ago just to play Hector attacking midfield. Come on, take that back, please. No, never again. No, Jeremy and Samuel's asking, want to Rudolph Austin. Yo, let me tell you something. Hector, I think, is a serviceable centre back. But who he needs to have beside him is a fast, physical centre back, a la Damian Lowe.
But hold on, no. If we're going to do that, if we are going to put Hector on the pitch and then have somebody to babysit Hector, you know, better Hector slump on the bench or put somebody who really go a partner Damian Lowe.
All right, so let me ask you this then. Looking at the team that played today, because Jamaica, as far as I'm concerned, Jamaica played 4 centre backs today, right? They played Michael Hector, Mariappa, Moore, and Pinnock. We can all agree that Damian Lowe, when he's committed, is our best centre back, right? So who should partner Damian Lowe? Do we see Damian Lowe's partner today on the field or not?
Even though Pinnock got his inside turned out one night time and get a shift, I think he's physical enough and he was committed enough. He was committed in the attack. He was committed in the defense. I think with an understanding with Damian, I think the back line will be hard for anybody to penetrate. So I think Pinnock, and I even said, let us throw in Moore. They'll never too impress me, and Tilt, nah, Tilt never impressed me at all.
What do you think about Mariappa? Because do you see Mariappa as a full-time right back in world? For me, I'm going to take a question before you answer. No, him too slow. Him look like him just want to run down the wing and go square ball, but he's not committed on defense. Des and Pulisic were having fun against him. Adna stumbled because he's 500 years old. Mariappa tried his hardest. But what do you think about the wing backs, Mariappa and Bell? But Mariappa first.
As I said, Mariappa old. If we are talking about World Cup, if we're talking about World Cup, why would we talk about not getting a younger player in Mariappa's position? We're talking about injuries, we're talking about commitment. I mean, as we say, age. He's a good leader. You hear Tapa say all the time. Sometimes he needs seniority on the pitch. I think he's a good leader, but I do think that Andre Blake is also a good leader. Seniority. Damian Lowe is still a good leader. Seniority. So we don't have to pin our hopes on Mariappa. And he's a good guy. Let me just put it out there before me knock him again. But Mariappa was okay today when he should have been dominating a young US team. The only two old people on the pitch there was who? Pulisic and Brooks. No, Ligetta and Brooks. Leggett and Brooks.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody else, them are the chicks. So the only thing I saw Mariappa really do, as I said, was run down the side, square the ball, or throw the ball in. I mean, really? So I am okay with Mariappa helping us get there, but I'm okay if Mariappa don't help us either. I mean, and I don't want to sound ungrateful because he has served Jamaica well. Bell,
yeah.
I didn't see anything to say that Bell should be a starter. He was okay. He was efficient. He did what he was supposed to do, but he was not outstanding. I wouldn't pick him out of quarter 11.
Let me tell you something. You see, Bell, to me, Bell was the luckiest footballer on the field today. Because I don't know if it's luck or if this just his talent, but he made some crucial interceptions when he had brain farts today, right? And that's kind of scary because I don't think America was really playing full tilt. And they broke the back line a couple times. They isolated Moore and Pinnock a couple times, coming off the left and off the right. And I can see with Mariappa because you have to deal with Des and Pulisic. But on the right side, Reina never really came into his own until the second half. And they kept getting behind Bell. And a couple times, Bell couldn't even give a penalty if him they miss him tackle. So I think the jury is still out on Bell, right? But the last one, goalkeeper.
Yeah, well on that. But Davian, so Till came in good. I mean, he was okay. I mean that easy chance when him get. And he had a couple little, I don't know if he was nervous or whatever, but today he was okay.
Till to me, he shows passion, right? I don't know. Till kind of have to me, Tilt have a little bit of a Hector kind of style to him. I don't know if it just look like Hector to me, play like Hector to me. It just get a Hector vibe. I just get a Hector vibe from Tilt. I don't know why, but I can't see him forwarding back. If you have to drop one of the center backs, he'll be the first one out.
So Mr. Alexander said what this creates is that the man them have to work for them positions now. Really? I mean, have you met Tapa? Have you met Tapa Whitmore, sir? I don't know. Tapa have him favorite and sticks him favorite. Trust me. So let us see how that part of the work out. It's good. Competition is always good. No man must think that his position is safe and him can just walk in when he feel like. So you're right. And no, I am not Damian Lowe and Andre Blake's agent, Benton Lawson. And you're right. That's what we talked about today, Junior. We were talking about centre back position.
Right.
Those are the areas that we are weak in. And those are some of the most important areas because if your centre back is full, then we're going to have issues. And you're right. We need 4 to 5 more solid centre backs. Everybody talk about striker this, striker that. Them away upon Antonio, them away upon Ivan Tooney. Ivan Tooney away upon England for call him. That's the first thing. And you have a next guy from Reading. You have a next guy from somewhere else with top heavy. So you're gonna have all these strikers, right? You have all these strikers, then what gonna happen? We need good midfielders and we need good defenders.
So, but you hear this though. Hear this though.
What am I biased with, Kerry? What am I biased with?
But the German leave is saying now we're weak at forward, we can't score goals. Antonio not good. He's wild. And David Alexander saying that's why we were here to use this platform to help JFF. LMAO, and that is true.
JFF now listen to week, and listen to week.
Come on, don't say that.
We not go World Cup the last cycle.
JFF for free, we come on.
But we're right. Listen, I am not impressed with Antonio. Everybody tell themselves, first of all, he's old. And I'm just not even impressed. No, Benton gonna say I am Shaman Nicholson's agent, but no, nobody not say Antonio is not good. We say Antonio is good. That's why he's at West Ham in the Premier League. I'm just saying that do we have better strikers or do we have strikers that we are completely balanced and we have to focus on other positions? I mean, centre back is good to focus on. Attacking midfield is good. People talking about Ravel, we have Ravel, but Ravel need to find a club. I don't know how people feel. I feel aware when we have a player who he has not been playing for his club. He is either on the bench, don't make the bench, but yet get called to your national team and you start. Don't we supposed to have players who are playing consistently week in and week out? So I don't get this Ravel thing because Ravel cannot keep a club. But so we have to figure out the best group for Tapa to really work from.
But the Jeremy and Levy hit it right on the head, in my opinion. We need a world-class midfielder. Jamaica is top heavy. Jamaica is centre back heavy as well. We need.
Are we centre back heavy though? Are we? And we're complaining about Hector. Are we centre back heavy?
But Hector,
I don't think centre back heavy.
Hector is one of five.
I don't think so. Damian Lowe is not in the squad, right? We're bringing some UB40s or whatever, and we still have the problem with Hector. Now Benton asked, I say, can they move Murray up at the centre back? But you know, I say, so Davian, so are you okay with a player not having a club, not playing consistent minutes, not playing any matches at all, but yet get called up into the national team over somebody who is good, who is playing for the country and whatever?
That's a rough question because show me somebody who can hold the midfield better than Ravel Barson today.
Oh, so you're fine with an unfit Ravel.
It depends on the talent. But Jermaine, that's going to be the last question right when we sign off. So everybody think about this. Name your best Jamaica 11 right now. That's what I want everybody to do. Name your best Jamaica 11 right now. Think about who is your starting 11 for Jamaica. On Flow Sports, shout out to Dan Fraser. Dan Fraser saying, take that back. Hector is a sweeper, ball playing, centre back. Jamaica needs to get more local talents in the MLS ASAP. MLS has everything a local Jamaican talent needs to develop in a great professional, to develop into a great professional that can play in European top leagues. Baller Kerr says yes. Real talk. Antonio, him no good. So,
1 second. Let me touch upon the MLS. So, while we want our local players to move on from the Red Stripe Premier League, right? Jamaica Premier League, we want them to move up. MLS isn't the only place that they can go, right? To me, if you look at the MLS, them not really want no Jamaicans from home. I mean, you have to go to college and get drafted, but the last person who them just pick off but was Peter Lee Vassell. Mm-hmm. So I think that our players, and as I said before, I think this is what Tapa is doing, is giving them an opportunity to kind of get the exposure. They can go Europe. They can go somewhere in Europe. They can go Denmark, Sweden, Javan East, the South America. He's playing well. Israel with some other players out there, with a Dan Kelly, Kevin out there. You can go all these the places somewhere that somewhere that they can hear my level. Somewhere where they can be in a better position. Like for me, Jadine White, the goalkeeper, is a young goalkeeper. He's 20. But for us, he is young. For Spain, Italy, all them places there, even the US, he's not young. Him not young. Him not 20. He's supposed to out there play with the best of them. But today, he just showed that he was young and inexperienced. We need the players them to move, not necessarily MLS. They can go somewhere else and play and get in the professional setup that is needed to come back and help the reggae boys.
So your if you were to have a World Cup qualifying game right now, everybody that's listening, put up your best 11. If you were to have a World Cup qualifying game, come on, name. All right, let's break it down in these parts. And I want everybody that take part in the show, just take part in the show. Who is your starting goalkeeper? You have a minute. Everybody type right now. Who is your starting goalkeeper? For me, my starting goalkeeper is going to be. Who is starting goalkeeper? Come on.
Blake. Andre. I have be Andre. Nobody but Andre Blake.
All right, so Blake.
Mm-hmm.
We work with Blake too. Right back. Who is starting at right back?
Taxi.
Right back, not left back.
Oh, taxi. Maybe look for my English player them. As if I'm bringing the English player them.
Hold on. You're not sure, Alvas?
Oh, we're gonna bring in the English player them.
Do this. Give. All right. Let's say we're playing 4.
Hold on there.
We're playing 4-3-3.
It don't matter what formation. All
right. No, the formation is 4-3-3. We're playing 4-3-3. In a 4-3-3 formation, give me your four defenders.
Let's play for me. Wait.
Let me see what Jeremy is saying.
What the guy name? What the guy name? I played for the other day. What name? Lee.
Lee, yeah. Jeremy and all right. So Jeremy and Levi said Lawrence at left back. Taxi's at left back. I think everybody going to agree Taxi's at left back. And Lee, Leigh.
Yeah, when first name start with G. Garfield, what is the first name?
Everybody saying right. Taxi at left back. I see O'Neal Fisher at right back. Somebody and Dan Frost is saying O'Neal Fisher. I'm guessing O'Neal Fisher for right back.
Mm-hmm. So yes, but I have a Taxi, Lower Lee, and I would put O'Neal Fisher too when he's healthy.
All right.
But now I put Tilt.
For me, my back four is Taxi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting Maria up back at right back. And my two centre backs are going to be Low and Hector.
yeah. A joke I meant now.
I'm dead serious. Low and Hector is my starting centre backs.
Okay.
Your 3 midfielders. What are your 3 midfielders? A lot of people saying Joel Dale saying Moore and Lawrence. Davian Alexander saying Moore and Low. Davian Alexander is saying Tilt. Jeremy and Levy said Junior Watson agree with you.
Watson? Haka?
No, I can't. Hold on. I can't Haka.
Watson? Which Watson that? Hold on, I put my list together.
Yeah. Jeremy, but not gonna say that out loud, Jeremy. But yeah, me see it. But not say it out loud though. But big up the baller. Cause we are all advocating for the baller to forward back. So who is your midfield three? I see it, Jeremy. Leave it. I see it. Oh, all right. Javon Watson is saying Hector should play at centre back.
Aka, you better stop it. You better stop it.
That's why I never
You
want to say
better
it.
stop it.
That's why
We love Hector. We love Hector. But Hector needs a little bit of speed. Hector slow. All right. When we watch Hector play, it's like he must think before he make two steps. We can't afford them things. The man go around Hector. You know what?
No, but who is your middle three?
You can call it back. Well, I'm not work on it.
I think Kira James saying Ravel, Bobby, and Daniel unless we find a real holding mid. Joel Dale saying is agree with come on. Jeremy Leave is saying Haka. It's speed really. David Alexander saying Hector love him country, leave him alone.
No, and we love and respect Hector, but at the end of the day, I mean it's speed. I mean, do we want somebody to go out there and embarrass for centre back? I mean, come on now. We love Hector, but at the end of the day, Hector slower.
OG Black saying Ravel, Bobby Reed, Chippy, and Lamar Walker. OG Black saying up front him of Shamar and today's goal scorer.
Tell me what Lamar Walker do for you put Lamar Walker in our people in midfield. Tell me what Lamar do. Outside of football. Tell me what Lamar do.
OG Blacks, come on, want to know what Lamar Walker do for deserve for being a Jamaican midfield. Benton is saying Haka, Ravel, and Lambert.
I true Aka the online what about Aka.
Davian saying no Hector a backup. Kerry James is asking why you fighting Lamar. And Don Frost is saying we need to get Hayden ASAP for a central defensive midfielder.
Kerry, stop it. Just stop it. You know I say I rate Lamar Walker. But Lamar needs to play in a better league and he needs to grow on what he has. Stop it. Just don't do it.
Benton, is that your front three? So come on, when you're ready with the middle three, forward with the middle three, but the front three. Give me.
Me? So Bobby Dekova, Ravel, I'm gonna put Daniel Johnson.
As your front three? No,
I'm not even midfield.
Okay.
Front three.
Yeah. Give me that middle three again.
We're gonna put Bobby, Ravel, and Daniel Johnson.
Bobby Reed.
Yeah, I like Bobby.
Okay.
I like him as a midfielder.
All right. Because I was thinking now that Bobby Reed, our Low, is giving Whitmore some headache now because when I see Low, I see Bobby Reed. When I see Low play today, I see Bobby Reed. So, but if Whitmore is going to start him right there in the middle three, Bobby Reed, with what you said, cool.
I love Bobby Reed pace, and I think for Fulham he roams. So I like his pace, and because we are always struggling in the midfield, I can see him actually plugging that gap. I can see him filling that void right there.
So OG Black is saying he's the only player we have now that can play the attacking midfield role. OG Black is also saying who do we have better to play attacking mid? Don't forget Mattox up front. Put Bobby on the right. All right.
Well, I said, all right then. So, Darren, I'm dupes. Like Darren, are we honestly saying that Darren Mattox is still a part of Tapa's plans? With all the power that we see coming in, are we saying that Darren is actually in the pool of strikers? And that way I say,
No, he's not. And OJ Blacks, I don't want to disagree with you, General, but I don't, because Shamar Nicholson right now, if the players that are committing to Jamaica, even Shamar Nicholson is going to find it hard to get playing time consistently right now. So, no. So
but he
front,
should be, but he should be in the pool, and he should at least. I think for me, Shamar bring a couple things to the game. He can score. He's strong. He's fast. Um, we might need it. We might need him. Who said Matak's a bench player at best? Which bench? When I say bench full, it's like Matak's going to scoot over and a slump on the igloo. The bench full.
no, but that Jeremy just giving him a little prop still and giving him some respect
No,
as
but
at best.
listen, we should never, ever, 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 ever forget where the Jamaican drag back do for it. Ever. Because most of the time when he must score, he make him own goals. But Darren, no.
See,
anyway, back to Shamar.
Yeah.
So Shamar has to be in a my 18 at least. He has to be in there. He's young. I mean, like strong. I'm gonna say him can score. Why wouldn't we? Him can score from about the 18. Him can score upon the 6. I mean, why not?
Yeah. So, Jeremy Leave is saying Bailey Nicholson low front 3. Davian Alexander saying Bailey, Gray, Jamal up top. Joel Dale, Ravel, Low, and Bobby. That's the midfield. Kira James saying Bailey, Shamar. I'm not sure the other winger yet. Low played well. Davian saying Boza off the bench. Palmer off the bench. Jeremy Lee saying Matak's the bench player at best. Joel saying Bailey and Gray don't know who the third will be. Come on, a Shamar agent, but you're right. And we're not
hey, look here. We're not left Shamar no time at all. If we even disguise him as the physiotherapist, we are carrying with we. We're not left him. So I understand, but the thing is this Jamaica full as striker option. So I don't know if it's a good enough problem to top her off. I'm not gonna pick foolishness, but Jamaica really have some options where we can really deploy anywhere on the pitch. You know what we need? We need players who are multifaceted. We need a player if we can drop him from the wing or the midfield. But I think we need some hybrids, some 9 and 9.5.
I think we have that. I honestly think that we have the perfect team to play the system that Tapa got his fame in. We have the perfect group of players to play 5-3-2. We have the perfect group, and the two wing backs have to be extremely fit and can run up and down the wing. A la Kemar Lawrence.
When I last time you say Tapa player 2 striker, every time see my cuss all the time. No, I don't understand this one striker foolishness.
But you see, that's where the world of football is going. Nobody plays the 2 striker anymore, right? But Jamaica is loaded. We're talented. No, nobody plays 2 strikers anymore. Think about it. Nobody. No team is out there playing 2 strikers system anymore. But if you put Bobby on the right and Kemar Lawrence, assuming that he's fit, on the left, they can marshal up and down the wings. You can get 3 sensible centre backs out of the 5 that you have right now. You can protect the midfield with Ravel Morrison. You're protecting Bailey when you stack the midfield. And you have 2 opposite strikers. Because Shamar Nicholson can start for me. And if we have Antonio, he will start. Or if we don't have Antonio, I would even start Bailey as a striker. Because I think we have the system, we have the players that can play a 2-striker system that offer defenders headache because you have a strong striker and you have a fast striker. So
hold on, we just have to look for some game. So Sweden play 4-4-2.
Nah.
Who's the
second striker?
I don't talk to you. I don't talk to you. Switzerland play 3-4-1-2. I don't talk to you.
Sakir is saying Tikeri saying 3-5-2 has always been Jamaica's best formation, which is true. And history has always proven that anytime Jamaica falls it's not even about the defense, it's not even about the attack. It's stuck in the midfield. Because for years, for 20-something years, we have not found a good, sensible midfielder. Ever since Peter Cargill put on him boots and some are done, Jamaica has not had a great, relative term, great midfielder that can stand in the middle of the field and say, I am about to control the football game. So with that,
So it's about Rudolph Austin.
Rudolph
Anyways,
asked, no, Rudolph
sir.
asked, Rudolph asked
So
him.
3-5-2. When Tapa played 3-5-2.
Tapa has never played 3-5-2.
So why, if that's Jamaica's best formation, why Tapa don't employ it?
All right. Let me answer your question with a question. Why did Jamaica think that they are Manchester United, Chelsea, and all these other teams with this goal kick routine when the team only practiced 2 days? Why the hell we have a keeper that cannot make a 30-yard pass trying to knock the ball out of the back with a team that has never played together before? What that tell me is that they are trying to mimic what they see every week. So the football is a mimic game. And that's all I say. Because today I say, why the brother I try? Why is our centre backs who can't control a ball and come to the goal line and welcome in the pressure? You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why.
And Devin, you're right. I mean, when you talk about goalkeepers, we're actually thin. We need a professional, and we have what's his name, Amal Knight, who they say that is the backup. I mean, so I think ever since what we take the name again, Ricketts. Ever since Donovan Ricketts, I think Andre Blake has been the next best thing. But I don't remember us having a goalkeeper that we can really rely on. Blakey is really the gold standard. And then if he gets injured, we really have a problem. So you're right. And hopefully Amal Knight can grow into his gloves. Jadine White is, as we say, is a young enough prospect, but I just don't think that today kind of showed that he should be even the number 2 goalkeeper for backup Blakey. I mean, I think at least one of those 4 goals could have been saved.
As Joel there said, we were playing too defensive, and that approach will always bring pressure, especially when you don't play for a long time. Joel,
it was no formation
honestly,
at one point. As much as I don't like Taylor Twellman, at what point Taylor Twellman asked, he does not know what formations or what formations Jamaica playing. We just don't know. And then at one point we were playing bongo ball. At one point, Pulisic had the ball, and you had 4 people on Pulisic and over the side wide. And so it's like I don't know. And it again is one training session. So maybe if we had these players, over time, maybe it would have been better, but today it was a little bit disjointed. But hey, 4-1, I could have been 12-0.
Could have been a lot worse. So, but people, let me just make the announcement now. When Jamaica plays the World Cup qualifiers, when Jamaica is playing in the Gold Cup, we are going to be having a watch along from now on. If you are tired, let me put up a Suge Knight hat right now. If you're tired of the American commentator always disrespecting Jamaicans, always talking bad about us when you're watching the game, forward over to Flow Sports app, forward over to Ballchat podcast, because we're going to be doing a watch along. You can turn up Ballchat and watch the TV, and we do it our own commentary. We're going to crack jokes, have fun in the World Cup qualifiers.
And we're going to cuss the Jamaicans them too, but at least we can cuss the Jamaicans.
We are going to cuss them, and we have the liberty, we can take liberties. So people, is at the end of the day, in my opinion, just to close off, for me personally, I don't know, come on, you get your time to give your 2 cents, but for me, I am happy with what I saw today from the Jamaican team, knowing that this is not the best 11 that is out there, knowing that we have Leon Bailey that we can really hang our hats on, knowing that we have Bobby Reed that's coming in, knowing that we have Shaban Nichols, Antonio, all these players that might be coming in. I think America left that game, even though it's 4-1, I consider it a 2-1 loss because America just piled on at the end. when it was obvious the youth them to say, yo, I don't play now, I don't know what I do, ready for go home. So I am looking forward to the Gold Cup. I'm looking forward to the World Cup qualifiers. Tapa, you have a talented group of players at your hand. You have a lot of work to do. I would suggest, and JFF, we are pre-on, on need for link up with Ballchat JFF, but we need some
leave
Zoom.
JFF alone. Joel Dale say must put in the chat how to connect. So you need to put the information. What if we get Robbie Earl as the gaffer? Listen, Robbie Earl, I can't do two things at once. I have to watch the game and I have to listen keenly to Robbie Earl. Because Robbie Earl, when he's ready for talk and then do, I can't. Not gonna work for me. So if you can get him on, try now. If you can get him.
Come on. Sita. Well, I'll take off my glasses for this. Sita. So come on, you say. So, Robbie, how do you feel about the 4-1 loss for Jamaica? Come on. I was very happy about what I saw from the lads today. The lads really tried hard. But they just did not put enough into the game at the moment. We got Robbie Earl, the general, the mother score.
Hey, listen to me. JFF cannot afford Robbie Earl. You know, as much as because Tapa is either we don't support him or we support him. They don't have the money. They don't even have the money to pay the players them stipend. They're not gonna pay a coach. And I think I read somewhere where them still was share for some money. Come on, they're not gonna. Tapa is it. So we're going to even make a song, but say rally round the reggae boys, because this is actually it.
Rally round the flag, rally round the black gold, black gold and green.
Hey, Jeremy Levy said, I can get Ricky to talk to y'all if we're not mad with the man. Listen, we would love Mr. Ricky to come on to talk to us.
We have been reaching out.
We are happy that the JFF found their passwords for their social media platforms because they've been engaging. He can come on and talk to people because people want to hear what's going on. But we want to hear where we can find a jersey to buy. Come on now. It's like I forgot to ask my mother for going on a pins and get a tailor art just because for make it to me because we cannot find a Reggae Boys jersey. I would have loved if the players them play and them have them name on them back so we can cuss them in real time. So if Ricky's want come on, make him forward. We must start a GoFundMe for Pep.
We don't want a tiki-taka football at Jamaica. Let's stop with the foolishness, man. Call back Sir Alex. Anyway, people, Ballchat Podcast, we're live this Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Remember, right here on the same channel, we'll be live again every Sunday at 5 p.m. Also, look out for the watch-alongs coming for all the Jamaica games, Gold Cup and World Cup qualifiers. So keep a lookout for that. You can subscribe to the channels right now. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Ballchat Podcast. Also subscribe to the Flow Sports channel on YouTube. Let them know so now watch the show and make JFF forward. Also follow us on Instagram at Ballchat Podcast, on Twitter at Ballchat1, Facebook at Ballchat. You can also email us, cuss us off. If you're cuss off, come on, just email ballchatpodcast@gmail.com and just put it on the subject matter. Me not like come on, me not like Benton, but you're rate Junior. And that was it.
No,
come on.
What?
So come on. What you say? Look more.
Come on, bless up. Thanks for coming.
Bless up, people. We'll be back on Sunday live right here, 5 o'clock for the World Show, Ballchat World Show. So look more. Respect.